Spoke on Wednesday, May 1st at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium, Port Harcourt, during the 2024 International Workers' Day with the theme, People First. The governor at the event was bestowed with an award as the Labour Champion of Rivers State and named the most Labour-friendly governor. He also received a gift of a Bible and pulpit from the State Civil Service. Fubara acknowledged workers as critical human resources that has continued to contribute immensely to the sustained long-term economic growth of the state. The governor said that the workers remain indispensable from the product line of small and big factories to government office and institutions. In commemoration of the 2024 World Malaria Day, Rivers State Ministry of Health, in conjunction with NS Ekperiko Health Foundation, partnering with the Association Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, Association of Female Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Faculty of Basic Clinical Science, Rivers State University present their third annual curriculum to talk about ways to achieve zero malaria across this country, with the theme Uniting Force, Healthcare Collaboration for Zero Malaria. Highlights of the event include medical advice on zero malaria eliminations, forums, and seminars, including awards for most active health practitioners in the state. Convener Eneris Spinf Ekperikbo said the third annual curriculum is aimed at deliberating necessary approach among stakeholders on ways to eliminate malaria epidemic.
Well, basically, we're looking at seeing how we could bring stakeholders around the healthcare space, basically healthcare professionals, researchers, policymakers, community leaders, to come in and stir up conversations.
Tax health practitioners on the need for collaboration and sensitization at community levels, including the roles of the state government in fight against malaria.
When we educate the communities around us, when we take this message of malaria, just not only around the urban areas, but take them to the rural areas, then we will be able to have a buy-in of the communities, of the leaders. How do we do that? You know, these days, even if you're the best physician and all that, you tell your clients not to do this, not to do that. They actually go back to their leaders, the church leaders, to actually have that confirmation whether they should take the drugs or not, or to actually comply with what we have said or not. And so engaging the leaders in the...
Definitely, malaria is a tropical disease, so one of our most endemic disease as it is in Africa, especially the West African sub-region, which is where Nigeria belongs to. And a lot is being done. But it's like we take 10 steps forward and 1 step forward and 10 steps backwards in the management of malaria and awareness. People still think that palm oil, if you eat a lot of oil, you have malaria. There are some meals that will induce malaria. And you know, there are lots of misconceptions. So this is more like an academic session, the colloquium. Bringing in professionals from different parts of the medical field to talk about the way forward. How do we achieve zero malaria, especially in Rivers State? How do you get people to sleep under insecticide-treated mosquito nets? How do you get people to not to do self-medication? Even people that are stressed, someone hasn't slept for like 3 days will tell he has malaria. Everything, malaria is blamed for everything. Some people even believe that witchcraft, your village people can give you malaria.
We all know the scourge of malaria. Typically in the clinical setting, when you see 10 cases, children is even worse, and it has contributed globally to the burden of disease, especially under 5 children.
Planning to employ qualified youths. Mother of 4, Nata Igbonovio, was hacked to death by her neighbors and his son while trying to intervene in a fight. The accident. Patience, the deceased daughter, said the incident occurred when her mother Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, has urged residents of the state not to vote for the governorship candidate who relies on the interpreter to address the people. This was a Shuaibu's urged residents to vote for a homeboy as the next governor of the state. He made an appeal in Irera, the administrative headquarters of the Esan Central Local Government area of the state. He went on to say that the candidate who needed an interpreter did not qualify as the homeboy since he couldn't speak the Edo dialect. To announce his intention to his kinsmen at the word in Ewohimi, Esan Southeast Local Government area of the state. Igodolo, who was campaigning for the PDP governorship ticket, addressed the crowd in English language asking for their support, while an interpreter translated his words into Esan. Indigenous people of Biafra on Wednesday cautioned Governor Charles Soludo to stop playing politics with security in the state. Succumbed to pressure from Fulani Hagomin in the statement issued by the spokesman, Emma Powerful, IPOP lamented that the infamous activities of Fulani terrorists masquerading as headmen in Anambra State, especially within Dunkofia, Akwa, North South, Orumba, North and South local government area is unbecoming. IPOP charged residents of Anambra State to raise and fight all forms of insecurity in the state. Minister of Works David Umahi has announced that the federal government plans to pay 2.75 billion naira as compensation to property owners affected by the demolition required for the construction of the Lagos-Calabar coastal during a stakeholders meeting held in Lagos today. According to him, more compensation is expected to be paid in the coming days. Analysts have expressed mixed reaction regarding the effectiveness of the Lagos State fund disbursement to students, describing it as unsustainable.
We should try to build something that will really be sustainable.
That the Lagos State government has disbursed the students' fund to the tune of 849.56 million naira on scholarships. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will host a Justice Reform Summit with the theme Enhancing the Administration of Justice for Economic Growth, Investments, Protection and Security in Lagos State on May 27 and 28. This is contained in a statement issued by Titilayo Shitabe JJ, Solicitor, General Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Justice on Wednesday. Shitabe JJ said Sanwo-Olu would be the chief host at the summit, which would take place at Morite Hotel, GRA Keja, Lagos. She said the Chief Justice of Federation Justice Olukayode Ariwola would be the chairman, while the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice Prince Lateef Fagbemi will be the special guest of honor. Shetebe Jeje said the Lagos State government had become a pathfinder for justice reform following its various landmark and innovative achievements over the years. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assured workers in the state that his administration will implement the new minimum wage that is approved by the federal government. He made the commitment in response to the demand of an Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress during the Workers' Day celebration held on Wednesday at the Mobaji Johnson area, Onikan, Lagos. The governor, while speaking on the current fuel scarcity, advised Lagos residents against panic buying and storage of premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol, saying the federal government and the major stakeholders in the oil sectors are assurances from the authorities that there is enough fuel at the tank stations, and the distribution of the product will be intensifying to ease the current fuel scarcity across the country. The governor promised to look at some of the demands of various unions in the state, saying that his administration will continue to ensure good welfare packages for all the workers in the state. Governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Oyebanji, on Wednesday said that the fuel scarcity rocking the state and the nationwide is beyond his control. The governor stated this during the May Day 2024 celebration held at Ekiti Parapo Pavilion at Ekiti, Ekiti State Capital. Speaking with journalists after the program theme People First, Oyebanji said his administration has intensified efforts to ensure that the premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, is supplied to Ekiti soon. He also urged marketers in the state to desist from ordering the products for the betterment of all. Earlier, the leadership of Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress in their speech appealed to the state government to reinstate the sacked workers of Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti. Maliki Ononso and his son Jero, who were kidnapped by gunmen, have been released 2 days after their adoption. Maliki and his son were kidnapped while traveling along the Benin-Owo Road in Ose local government area of Ondo State on Monday as the hoodlums waylaid them and dragged them into the bush. The boy is said to be a student of Nigerian Navy Secondary School in Mary in the council area. The victims were adopted when the father was taking his son to school after a 3 weeks holiday. Ondo State Commander of Omotekun Corps, Akokun Adetunji Adeyele, confirmed the release of the victims on Wednesday. Adeleye noted that the release of the victims was made possible through collaboration of the Navy and Omotekun operatives. Ondo State Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa has urged the organized labor in the state to maintain neutrality in discharging of this duty as the November governorship election draw near. Governor Aiyedatiwa said organized labor has a critical role to play in ensuring the smooth conduct of the election process. However, Aiyedatiwa, who spoke at the 2024 May Day rally, did not announce any increment in the minimum wage. The Ondo State Governor promised that every issue raised by NLC and the TUC would be received careful attention and consideration as much as practicable. He said he considered the monthly steady payment of outstanding gratuity more meaningful than the unsustainable interim arrangement of 10,000 wage award to each pensioner. Governor Aiyedatiwa said that steady recruitment in the state public service has been given priority attention, saying his administration has given new approval for the recruitment of over 1,000 personnel in the health sector and 2,000 personnel in the education sector. Benue State Governor Reverend Father Haisin Halia has said the state government will launch its own local security outfit that will consist of 10,000 youths before the end of May. He said the outfit will complement the efforts of the other security agencies in tackling security challenges benefiting the state. Governor Alia stated this during the stakeholders meeting of the All Progressives Congress held at Government House, Makurdi. He appreciated the efforts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the security agencies in securing the country and the state. Governor Alia said the launch of the state-owned security outfit would aid in securing Benue communities, enabling farmers to access their farmland without fear. Organized labor in Kogi State has demanded the immediate execution of 35,000 wage award for workers in the state. In his May Day address in Lokoja, the Kogi State chairman of Nigerian Labour Congress, Gabriel Amiri, said the current 30,000 national minimum wage falls short of meeting the basic needs of workers in the prevailing market condition of the country. Kogi State NLC chairman also drew the attention of Governor Ahmad Usman Ododo to some security challenges in Kogi State. Therefore, there was a need to support community policing initiatives and enlist the services of hunters to complement law enforcement efforts. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to prioritizing workers' welfare, declaring that the well-being of Nigerian workers is at the top of our agenda. Speaking on Wednesday during the 2024 May Day celebration in Abuja, Wike, represented by the head of service of the FCT, Atangudo Samuel, emphasized that the current administration recognized the invaluable contribution of workers to the nation's development and its dedication to protecting their rights and interests. In line with his commitment, the minister explained that the government has established the FCT Civil Service Commission to promote transparency, accountability, and career progression for FCT administration workers. According to Wike, the commission will play a crucial role in ensuring that the workers' rights are respected and their hard work is rewarded with opportunities for growth and development. He noted that the establishment of the FCT Civil Service Commission marks a significant milestone in government's effort to reform the civil service and promote workers' rights. Federal Ministry of Information and Orientation mandated with service delivery of providing an information bank through the national achievement while ensuring permanent custody, care and control of all achievements of the federal government and making some same available for research purposes. On 30th April 2024, Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethnic and Values, Olude Bumi, and his team marched to the Ministry of
Ethics and Values, Honorable Olusegun Odebumi, and his team on 30th April 2024 paid an oversight visit to the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation and his team to find out how well and how far they have gone delivering their services. The committee views on the incomes, expenses, employment status and management of resources of the ministry. The Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Information and Orientation, Dr. Ngozi Onwidewe, was asked to give brief.
That everything is remitted to the CRM. So for 2024 appropriation, under the personnel, because this budget was done in 2020, the entire 4.7 billion was for the entire ministry. But
responding to many questions raised by the House committee members on different issues that seems wrong from the presentation of the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Ngozi said,
most of the things we have there are statutory, like the printing of the Federal Tenders Journal on every 2 weeks. So we don't recruit senior staff. Senior staff are recruited by the Federal Civil Service Commission. Sit down here, people just come with paper, saying that they have been recruited and they have been information officer too. They just send the paper to us. In fact, at the last meeting we had, head of service said, any of those people, if we see them, we should send them to head of service. And some of them are fraud.
While the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, who earlier gave an account of the federal government works done across all sectors of government in all states of federation, appreciated the House Committee for their visit to the ministry.
I must say that
three suspects over alleged thuggery and illegal possession of prohibited firearms, said Police Commissioner Shoalu Dan Mamad disclosed this in to the newsman in Mina on Wednesday. Dan Mamad said that the three suspects were arrested with dangerous weapons and some weed suspected to be Indian hemp in Mautumbi, Mina. According to him, the suspects were arrested during a raid in a court lodge area led by the DPO of Mautumbi Division in collaboration with vigilante members following a distress call. The CP further stated that the suspects have been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for further investigation, while efforts were ongoing to apprehend other complainants at large. Dan broke out between two rival cultist groups on Tuesday at Budo Oke and Yaokori area of Asa local government area in the state. Recall that the two buildings were also razed during the violent clash in the town. The suspects are Suleiman Ismaili, Mahmoud Ibrahim, and Adudashi Mudashi Shid, all residents of Buda Oko, Eyinda Kori, who were allegedly found in possession of a down gun at the time of the arrests. Police operatives has also intensified efforts to apprehend other suspects, according to a statement by the spokesperson of the command, DSP Emiri Adejemi Ton, on Wednesday. She added that the suspects have been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department in Lorin for further investigation, while the mammoth has been launched to track down Razik Olurenwa, who is presently at large, and other culprits involved in the crimes who may have fled the scene. Recent rainstorm has wreaked havoc in a Waptong community of Tafawa Belewa local government area in Bauchi State, leaving many residents homeless. It was gathered that the rainstorm, which occurred at the weekend, destroyed roofs of houses, exposing inhabitants to the elements. A legislative aide to the lawmakers representing Lare Bula in Bauchi State House of Assembly, Saminu Abubakar, who confirmed the incident to journalists, assured affected residents that their houses have been identified and the measures will be taken to assist the victims. He further assured the residents of timely assistance to repair their homes before the full onset of this year-endly season. Governor Abu Kafar of Taraba State has assured the people of the state that the forthcoming Congress of the People's Democratic Party will be free of rancor. Speaking through the party spokesperson Andetaran Irame shortly after his meeting with the State Working Committee of the party on Wednesday in Jalingo, the state capital, he expressed confidence that more people will soon abandon their political parties and embrace the PDP. The meeting, which brought together the State Working Committee of the party, was observed to be in preparation for the forthcoming congresses of the party. Assuring the people of the readiness of the party to organize free and transparent congresses, the party leadership in the state has made known by him is committed to bringing rapid development to all parts of the state. He maintained that his leadership would positively impact the lives of the people, hence the need for all Tarabians, irrespective of political parties, to support him to succeed. Than 7,800 unverified civil servants may lose their April salaries in Jigawa State. This is coming after the verification and enrollment of state and local government workers into integrated personnel payroll management system in the state. Workers' verification was characterized by challenges where workers were subjected to injuries during the rushed and ill-organized data capture exercise. This was disclosed in Intelligence Department apprehended one Sani Musa of Nai Nawa Ward Damaturu in connection with the stabbing of a young cell girl. This was disclosed in a statement issued on Wednesday by the Police Public Relations Officer, Yobe State Command DSP Don John Abdurikrim. He said a 22-year-old suspect was arrested in a hideout in possession of the victim's snatched cell phone along with other assorted charms. It said a discreet investigation has commenced on the matter and proactive measures taken to avert future occurrences. Recall that 24-year-old cell girl Shaba Simon was stabbed by unidentified hoodlums in Damaturu, the Yobe State capital. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Engineer Joseph Otsif, has warned the federal government would not condone with anybody, group or company that is into production of substandard pipes, filling, and water products. Otsif spoke in Kano, where he inspected factories facilities of Partner Limited, a leading manufacturer of HDPE, PPR, and UPVC pipes and cement fielding. He's noted that part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's agenda was to encourage local content production, but the administration will slam sanction on anyone who produces substandard water materials. A professor of civil and water engineering remarked that several water schemes has failed in the past because of the use of substandard pipelines. The minister acknowledged Partner Limited's role in advancing Nigeria's water infrastructure and commended its dedication to innovation in the piping industry. Backlog totaling 775 billion naira accumulated since 2023. In his address at the International Workers' Day held at Sani Abacha Stadium, Kano, the NLC chairman, Kano State Council Comrade Kabiru Inuwa, also asked for the autonomy of the third tier of government, saying it was crucial to the development of the state. Inuwa called for payment of wage award, noting that workers rely on this award to improve their standard of living. The workers also called for the reintroduction of institution basic disbursement of vehicle loan and its upward review, saying it was essential for meeting the evolving needs of workers and providing the much needed support to employees in acquiring vehicles that will boost dedication to service. Labour said a series of industrial disharmony was due to some unfriendly politics that impeded the proper livelihood of the working class. You are watching Transition on Atlantic Television Network. We return after this break.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today.
Welcome back. This is the Transition on Atlantic Television Network, and now the rest of our stories. President Bola Tinubu has reinstated his administration's commitment to improving the welfare and working conditions of Nigerian workers as the nation celebrates Workers' Day. In a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, on Wednesday, May 1st, President Tinubu congratulated Nigerian workers on their dedication and tireless effort towards the nation's progress and development. The president acknowledged the contribution of workers across various sectors, including crucial officers, security personnel, teachers, doctors, and all others who kept nations
The oil and gas industry has long been the lifeblood of our national economy. This administration is working tirelessly to change this and diversify our economy from over-reliance on the production from this critical industry. For this reason, Mr. President says that we are pushing policies to attract investment in the oil and gas sector. He wants me to remind you that recently, he signed an executive order to unlock about $10 billion in fresh investments in the sector. This will happen through fiscal incentives for non-associated gas, midstream, and deepwater oil and gas developments.
For taxpayers, integrating digital tools can simplify compliance, making it a more seamless part of
message. We have laid the groundwork for a more transparent, efficient, and competitive petroleum industry. This legislation opens the door to greater investments, innovations, and job creation. However, its true impact will be realized through effective implementation. As representative of the people, it is incumbent upon us to ensure that the provision of these acts are translated into tangible benefits for all Nigerians. We must work tirelessly to foster an enabling environment for investment, promote local content participation, and uphold the highest standards of governance and accountability in the petroleum industry. Furthermore, the imperative of tax reform and modernization cannot be overstated. Our tax system must evolve to reflect the dynamic nature of our economy and the realities of the 21st century. By simplifying tax procedures, closing loopholes, and incentivizing compliance, we can enhance revenue generation, promote investment, and spur economic growth in the
of the Nigerian Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has assured Nigerian workers that the National Assembly and executives will work together towards giving them a living wage and better working conditions. This is contained in a statement signed by the SMA Eyibo, the special advisor, on Wednesday. He extolled the sterling quality that stood out the Nigerian workers, saying that the Nigerian workers was noted for its patriotism, hard-working resilience, and dedication to duty. Akpabio assured that the National Assembly under his leadership was more than committed to ensuring the best working conditions for the workers. House of Representatives has assured the availability of 1.5 billion liters of petroleum motor spirit in the country that can last for 30 days. The House, through its Committee on Petroleum Resources, Downstream and Midstream, while addressing journalists on their findings, revealed that petrol products